What's up guys, welcome back. We got live fitting. I told you we had more of it coming. I've got my man, Riggsy, Tiger's best mate, is with us from the Barstool ForePlay crew.
Not proper.
Not proper. Because you've got to get out of this move. I mean, look at that. You've got the confidence to do the fitting and you're doing this and you've dialed in the driver, push the limits, push what good is. Because then you can hit golf shots like that. I mean, it's still in the air. He's going to be hitting some irons, getting loose up. You're going to catch this from the very start. We're doing a driver fitting, then we're going to hit inside and get into the putter. Follow along, be sure to hit subscribe and check out all the ForePlay channels down below. So one of the things you were just saying to me when we loosen up golf ball, you don't know if you're an X or a regular guy. I'm sure that and a regular being TP5, I'm sure that is a conversation that a ton of you have out there.
Yep.
It's always based on spin rates. But Riggs is saying, and we're fortunate because we see him once a year, twice a year to do this. But you're saying sometimes the ball will just bounce and keep going.
Yeah.
Another thing that you said, get him on the quote list, you think having no spin on driver makes it straighter for you, right?
I just generally feel like if I can get it going too far left to right or too far right to left, if I have a less spinny ball, it should be playable more often.
So more backspin usually means less side spin. So we'd probably want a more spinny ball to keep it straighter, if that's your worry.
Okay.
Now, one of the things we've had, and we're going to see it as Riggsy loosens up, we always talk, and I always feel like I get such a good reflection of you as a player when you're here. Whether he likes the vibe of the kingdom or he just gets in the zone.
Might just be you, Trotter.
Always hit it good here. That's what I think. I mean, look at that. So what's your handicap now today?
4.
But you've hit a golf shot there that is plumb money.
And people that are watching this, that watch all my stuff, have seen me hit shots that make me look like a 40 handicap.
So what is it? Maybe I need to either A, walk around with you, or we just need to get some AI going on where we can build the kingdom around your golf game.
Did you see and hear how pure that was?
It was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. So obviously when I've taught and you've seen previous stuff, always look at Riggs' divots. He's going now for the street lamp just over the middle blue flag there, I would assume.
Yep.
Little draws, and there's not a lot wrong with it. Slight pull, guess what? Everyone pulls the odd golf shot. It's not a case of having to really hurt ourselves here and beat ourselves up. I think a lot of it with you, Riggs, is just the psychology of it and getting in a moment and getting in a zone.
Big time. Because you know, what'll happen to me with my buddies when I'm off camera, we're having a couple pops or whatever, is I could post something mid-70s or so, and you know, that keeps my handicap pretty low. We get on camera, you get a little nervy early on, you hit a couple horrific ones off the tee or something, it stays in your head. And then every hole you're thinking all the commenters are watching this, and now they're gonna think I'm that, and next thing you know, the round's over and you couldn't really string together some pars, you posted like an 86. So that happens to me a lot on camera.
I totally understand that, having dived a little more into this world. So how do you intend to do that better then?
I don't really have a great plan, that's why I'm here.
Okay, I can help you, I think.
Hopefully you have one.
Because again, perfect. I mean, perfect. And we're just laying down numbers here. We're not even talking about it. And we get a spin rate out of the 7-iron, which is 770. So it should spin, if anything, a little less.
Okay.
7,500. So if I normalize this, you know, it's the same. The spin rate is the same. The carry was 150. We're into a little bit of breeze. The launch was 19. That 7-iron's probably got about 33 degrees of loft on it. I might be a little off, but someone who can launch it half the height of the loft on the blade, you're in a good place. It went out to the right, it spins at 7,500. Hit us one more and see if you can just give me that golf shot that you hit 2 shots ago. Now look, here's the first thing. Get in your zone, get your process going. Let's get an alignment stick down here as well. We might build on this and just get some more points down, but go from there. Consistency is the key.
That would be nice.
Lovely. Good.
Yeah, it was missed a little, not right.
And let's get you focused a bit more. I bought this today because I know that for you, we often talk about the exit of the golf club. And again, where this differs from a normal fitting is we're in a situation where I get to see you a few times. But you know, I get frustrated with the same errors and it's just swinging a little bit left. I don't think your iron spec is going to change much. I really don't.
Okay.
Let's go, keep coming back here. Pull this back. So now it gives you the visual of the exit for the golf club.
Ooh, look at that.
Just, I want you to get lost in the process of trying to hit it down the target line. Let's not get too deep today on technique.
Okay.
I mean, Riggs.
That was a good one.
It was a good one. It was an excellent one.
Yeah, that felt really good.
It was an excellent one. And again, that's the little draw, and it's at 6,000 spin.
Yeah.
So if you're going to get 6,000 spin out of the little draw, you just jumped up 10 yards. That was probably a true reflection of who you are.
Yeah.
I think I should grab some TP5s because there might be room to work on that now. You keep hitting if you want to hit. I'll get some golf balls. Important, any fitters out there, you do the golf ball in the first 3 to 5 shots. Then you can build into the driver, and we're ready to go with that. He's going to keep hitting. I'll be back. Looks good. Looks consistent.
Yeah, that was a good one there.
For me, mate, you've got to get some consistency. I can see it from the side on, like your rhythm, your routine is good. I lay something down like this training aid. We're not saying anything technique-wise. We're just simply being like, look, mate, do the same thing. Stand to the ball the same way. So again, 7,200 on that last shot. Was it a straight / push fade?
Last one was a pretty good one.
Yeah, it says 5 right of target, so it must have gone a little right. So just looking at these last couple of shots, we've got, I'm now gonna look at when it comes to just getting a general feel, and remember, we're just loosening up. But if I look at apex, and I take where all these have been, everything has been, other than one of them that you hit nice and high, was that the new ball? The black number?
The one
yeah,
I just hit, yeah.
Okay. So you had a 91, which was your highest one.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're averaging quite low. So by going to the TP5, I would expect to see things just raise up a little bit more. That was actually 8,200, so that picked up a lot of spin. So let's just hit another one where, again, you do your process, you come back here, you see your target, you settle into it, and then you go from there. Good shot, mate. So that is a nice apex. Now, playing in America, that's kind of what you want to see. Some nice height on it. 93. So that was our highest apex so far.
Okay.
7,000 spin on the 7-iron. That's beautiful.
Okay.
And this is just going with a KBS version of what you play. Just your 7-iron, standard. Shot. Real good. Let's do what we came to see. Let's go with that. So I think iron-wise is just a refresh. We don't need to do anything crazy, but I think if we get you something maybe with a different flavor, give you a different feel, I think there's nothing wrong with that. Let's move to some fresh divots. We got the whole kingdom here. We don't need to.
We do.
We don't need to just keep having you dig the same divot.
We got all of Carlsbad to hit out of here, but let's hit out a divot.
Now I've given you the max driver to start.
Okay.
I've gone with your buddy's golf shaft. I mean, Tiger's in this. I think Riggs has got to be in it.
Nah, man, the red and black, too.
We got two different heads. The head you're holding is the max. It's the 10,000 in terms of inertia. Great, brilliant. What the hell does that mean? This other one is going to give us a little bit more spin. It basically means with this larger head, if you strike it away from the center, it's going to twist less and it's going to keep the golf ball straighter. You already gave us in the telltale opening statements like, I struggle on my miss hits. I've seen you hit some bomb drivers. You can hit driver really well. Obviously, I dive in the comments and all your stuff and I'm like, people don't see the real golf game. So if we can make the offsets better with this, which hopefully we can, then this could be where we go.
Okay.
Get you in the Tiger golf shaft because that's a bit of you.
I like it.
Same target and do your routine. Let's really do your routine and get lost in the alignment sticks on the floor, the alignment in general. And that's it, it's done, finished, well done, perfect.
That was a good one.
It was fantastic. So first shot, similar ball speed to where you were last time. It was a little spinny, and it was a little spinny for the exact same reasons that we've said before. So when it comes to fitting you, everything is, to be fair, gonna be the same as what it has been in the past. And I think as a fitter, now you got to make some choices. So your swing is usually a little to the left. All we've changed so far is alignment sticks down, and I'm trying to change your orientation to that. No need, if this was a normal fitting, not for YouTube purposes, I'd just let you hit another ball already. But because we're in this situation, like, just keep an eye on your alignment, and then let's not say any more. Simple stuff. This driver's gonna work out great for you. You're aiming a little left with your feet. Good. Now look up, street lamp's your target. Feed the information, good. I mean, that's great.
That was a good one.
It's fantastic. Very straight, good carry, 2800 spin on a 14 launch, good. 2.6 left on our path. So the conversations that we always have are path, aren't they? Do you remember we always talk about, but if I move your feet to be more parallel left to that, so we go from feet going this way to going this way, I think you'll adjust it if you just keep hitting a few more. So loft on this golf club is at 9. Golf shaft, the feel is giving us the numbers that we want. Plus it's his guy, so it's like, why wouldn't he get into this? So there's an adjustment already. That golf shot went slightly out to the right, but I bet the path is giving us some movement on it. It's going to come up now, minus 3.5 still. So you've got to let the player try and make these adjustments to swing the golf club more out to the right. But you have to fit the driver. So if he hits that one to the right, it's 3,500 spin. Remember at the top I said more backspin, so 34, 3,500, more this way means less of the right. If he hits the left one, it went down to 2,200, means the spin is less. You want the spin on the left ones to be enough for it to hang in there. If it's really low spin, it dives left. So that one, you can tell from sight, is a little spinny. So you're in a trade-off now, where do you take loft off? That's given him, great job Riggs, minus 0.3 left, 2,700 spin.
Closer.
Really good. He gives himself a hard time. 13.6 launch, so they're really good numbers. If he continues to give me that, I'm gonna show you a couple of things. Like we could maybe strengthen the loft a little bit on the blade, but you gotta just keep hammering the player. He's a little left, he's adjusted, he's good. Look at the target, street lamp, cool, feed the information, and then go from there. I mean, really good. Remember, visually, into the breeze. TP5 golf ball. If you're out there fitting, watching this, always be aware of what's going on. This range is always into breeze. I can't hammer that enough. You will have seen it in previous ones, but he's now returning on the, that was 3,400 spin, but it was 0.3 minus left. So what you do then as a fitter is you grab the club. He's obviously getting on well with it. Feedback wise, he hasn't said a lot, which means he's probably quite happy.
Like it.
So
I very much like it.
Bend that, and bend it, I mean just move it. This is a 2-degree sleeve, so we're gonna go one click towards lower, and as he stays efficient on that club path, which you'll know if he's doing his job, right now he is, you can take some loft off. He'll now start to launch this higher, because it's subconscious. You've got to give the player a chance to react. There's no point now as a fitter of me diving in. Keep an eye on the foot line. He's adjusted, good. He's looking at the target. He's doing everything you're asking him to do. If the shaft is wrong, you'd know by now. If the head is wrong, you'd know by now. There's the one you expect to see, because that's got no loft on it. So from a first shot, this way. So you're trying to add loft. That's what's happening there, Riggs. You're seeing less loft, trying to add it. But you know what, mate? Tour players take 2 or 3 shots to adjust.
Okay.
So you can't let an amateur golfer get hard on themselves. No point. Like, let them chill. Let them relax into the environment. Keep coming back. Keep seeing the picture from here. Treat it like a golf course now. So come on, we're going at the street lamp, see the golf shot, and then do it. And always try and treat your rhythm now as it is. I don't want to see high, right, and handsome. Let's make a change immediately. Alignment, good. Feed the information. So that golf shot, a hair spinny again, but pretty damn good. Let's have a look at how he did. He did minus 2.7 on his path, which, because it was down a little bit on attack angle, I think. No, attack angle was good. Did you catch it a little low in the blade?
I don't know.
He doesn't know. He did, because it was a bit spinny.
I could feel that difference, you know.
You wouldn't be
here with you.
So it was a hair spinny, but spinny means more fairways. So I could fit him for that. Let's do one thing. Let's see if we can put you in this other head. So that's the Qi10 Max, and that is very straight, very good, but I think there might be a bit more in the tank if we go for just the Qi10. But it's if it starts going high, wide, and handsome. You've picked up speed and you're very consistent. Once we get this dialed, and that's really crucial that you listen to your player in this scenario, we're gonna remove everything to check where we're exactly at. 1 second, launch it over that. Lovely. Great golf shot.
Feel very good.
Change tee height and threw a towel in there. Let's get rid of this, get rid of this. I'm gonna go this first, okay? Because I think that's really helped. So mate, that's a great golf shot, but it started where you're aiming. Down the pipe, don't get me wrong, but to get more efficient, you see how you've gone -6 there? So you've gone more left. I can tell you now what Rory does is he'll stand here and he will pick a point, so this blade of grass, and he'll align himself up to that. So every golf tee has either a mow cut or, you know, a little piece of dirt or something that I think you've got to bring it closer to you here rather than just leave it to chance. I understand you can't walk around with an alignment tool or a towel throwing it down. I mean, you look like a legend, but it ain't gonna happen. So try and bring stuff closer to you. I mean, it's good. You know what I mean? When I take off these boundaries, everything's straight and good. I mean, what do you want me to say, Riggs? That was fantastic.
How did that happen?
Because it's a game of opposites, bud. That's the first time you got closer to the toe. That's what the toe feels like, by the way. Which if you hit little toe bangers, you can hit it a long way. Because I was looking at your smash factor, which is the efficiency and the spin. You've got a lot of speed, to be fair. It's like you should be hitting it a bit further than you are.
I agree.
But if you're doing this and you're hitting big, like, choppy fades, every ounce of spin you put going that way is an ounce of spin that you take off going that way. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're stood in the desert playing at home and it's narrow and you aim down the left and you give me a little choky fade, I love it. I think it's great. But if you're playing at like...
But that's not like what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to get it in bounds.
Exactly. But tour players do that. But if you're playing at Erin Hills, which is quite wide open when you play it somewhere like that, for thinking of other places, Chambers Bay in parts, you know, these big courses that are wide open in parts, I don't mind if you stand a little closed and just whack at it.
Yeah.
Just have a go.
Interesting. That was interesting.
It was great. You've got the confidence to do the fitting and you're doing this and you've dialed in the driver and you've got time with that person, push the limits. Push what good is. Because then you can hit golf shots like that. I mean, it's still in the air. It's still in the air. Great shot.
That's a good one.
It was a great shot. A little low in the blade again, but that's going to come. The more you practice out to the right and draw, the higher in the blade you'll start to hit it. Allow yourself to be free.
What's our liability situation?
Lovely shot, Riggs. Lovely golf shot. You want to hit it further? Well, you just did it.
Let's do
Good
that.
shot, mate. Good, man. So you did your job. Your spin rate's at 2,500. Your launch was still a little low, but we're working on it. And your attack angle there was 3 degrees up. Fantastic.
That's crazy.
Fantastic.
That was kind of roasted.
Big first bounce. Good. Good numbers. I mean, for me, mate, that's a winner. And I think there's a bit of homework for you to do, but we're getting 0.2 to the right and we're getting some good drills. And I think if you're on the golf course, and I know you play for a lot of fun, but if you can just put the club out in front of you and just be like, okay, I got to feel this.
Yeah.
You know, if you get on a side slope, I don't know where you practice that back home, but if you can get, and obviously we couldn't do it here, but if you can put the ball here and just clip it off the top, because you've got to get out of this move, because we've been seeing it for 3 years now.
That move sucks.
It's time. The move's got to go.
Not proper.
Not proper. Okay, one more. I want you to come back to me and say I need a forward. I no longer need a 13-degree 3-wood.
We call that a shite move.
Great, Riggs. Powered, going forward, got plenty of spin on it, got the kick forward, 2,200 spin. That's your longest one yet.
That's way better.
It's good. Lot to work on. Good though.
You like me in this guy, huh?
I like you in that because it pushes you.
Yeah.
I'm not about having, I want you to be better.
Right.
I mean, I'm rooting
right.
for you.
Right. Me too. Really badly.
Hopefully it works out. Obviously, you're going to see him a bit more. I know it'll work out. He's just got to take his medicine and do some of those drills. Try them out yourself if you like them. Be sure to subscribe. And of course, check Riggs' journey. He's going to bang this on there, I'm sure.
Thank you, Charlie.
Cheers, mate. Thank
Appreciate
you. Awesome.